Hello, and welcome to LordZyra.tv. Today we're going to check out another LEGO store, and I hope you enjoy the view. I'll try not to focus too much on prices, and this time just show you the general inventory available and the general setup. So let's check it out. Okay, so looking around here, you can see the general layout is pretty simple and not quite as big as I might find at Yodobashi camera, but prices are comparable to the Yodobashi, and so not too bad. However, I imagine, like Yodobashi, if you are a member, card-carrying member, then you should be able to get some discounts beyond what the printed price is. So again, let's take a look and not focus so much on price. So of course we have all the city sets. This is what LEGO's main line is. They always focus on their main city sets. A few of these I would like to have, but some of these I just simply want to wait until proper timing comes along. Ooh. Now here's a set I would really like, although I'm not sure I want to pay the Ichiman Nanasen that they want for it, but then again, that's about what the LEGO store would charge, if not more. Get a good idea here. Of course they have a catalog, but I think this catalog is the older one. Creator sets. Okay, still cool. About the same price I would find at Yodobashi. They have some of these really older sets here. This particular set here I can also find at Seiyu, but because Seiyu is trying to get rid of their old inventory, they've marked it down to about 25% of the price you see here. So if I'm going to get this set, which I already have, I could easily go to Seiyu if I want another one, since they're trying to get rid of it. Man, they actually have Chiba sets here. Not a bad price either. So I might be picking this one up, since these are kind of hard to get, and Bricklink would charge a lot more than this, not to mention I have to consider shipping costs. Chiba is one of those series that I kind of missed out on since I recently came out of my dark age about a year ago. And of course we have Star Wars. Oh yeah, here's another Chiba set. This would be a great parts donor, but unless I'm overly excited about these minifigs, which I'm not, then I don't really see any compelling reason to grab this set. Unless I just want those parts, which today I don't need. This set's the Rebel U-Wing. Initially I thought it wouldn't be that great, but after I've seen other reviews, I find that it is quite interesting. I don't see why they show it this view when I think it's much more interesting with the wings folded out instead of folded in as you see here. So, not a bad price. I'll eventually get this set. I think some of these I just wait until before they retire, unless I need the parts or if I need to build a display real quick. I think it's smarter to wait for it to be on the shelf for a while, and then as it's about to retire and stores want to get rid of inventory, take advantage of their clearance sales. There's another one that I would like to do. Grab this one here, not a bad price. Finish out the Star Wars theme before moving on to the other themes here. I like this one, especially for the large cylinder pieces. Now you can get this Hoth Attack set. In fact, I would advise doing this rather than trying to get the UCS Hoth base. This one I really like, especially since they have the Quare pulley wheels, which you don't see very often. So, as you see here, right here they have the Quare pulley wheels. And this particular part has been around a while, but not as trans-queer. Clips Fighter. This one has an interesting set of features where you can almost hold it like a gun in your hand, and that's quite interesting to me. Now I know some people don't like the buildable figures. I do, however, since I'm a big guy on technique, and I do find that I like some of the bionicle type sets. So if you are that type of person, you will most likely find the buildable figures agreeable, since you get more of these parts to build out bipedal type figures, or even in any other type of creative figures such as insects and what have you. I have to say, I really like the Kylo Ren one. That one's quite cool. And the new Imperial Death Trooper is also very cool. And these are all very reasonably priced. Now we come down here and check out what we have. So let's move on to check out the Ninjago stuff. Alright. Now, I've been trying to play catch up on a lot of these themes and sets that I've kind of missed out over my Dark Age period, so a lot of these are still of great interest to me. I have some interest in the Nexo series, but that particular theme is one of those where it's kind of interesting, but it's not exceptionally compelling for me to just make a special event and try to buy everything in that series, I should say. Now for these particular spinner type sets here, these are reasonably priced, if not cheaper than what you find at Yodobashi. Yodobashi typically charges more than $70 for these. These are a little bit less. Of course, hard to go any Lego store without seeing a Millennium Falcon available. Now we have some friend sets, and actually just one or two Duplo. I don't see any other. Not big on Duplo here apparently. Your basic little starter kits for your friend sets, pets as well. I happen to be a fan of Rapunzel, the movie. So, and I like these cylinder pieces too, so this was not too bad if I just want to get these parts. And it's nice to have a little colorful pony, especially something that Aki-chan would like. Now these friend sets, I will say again, as I've said before, I do like the color schemes and other little things that you wouldn't find. I may not be a big fan of the doll figures, but I do like the fact that you get different colors for pieces that have been out for a long time. And some things you wouldn't see at all, like the little bottle here, and some of the food that you wouldn't get in the other themes. And it's cool, really cool to get this colored balloon, these little curved pieces. Okay. Here's another set that I have a lot of interest in. The Samurai X cave. Kind of their hideout. Reminds me a lot of Batman cave set, but I like Ninjago more than I do Batman. And considering how old I am, yes, I did say I like Ninjago more than Batman. Alright, so kind of give you a view from the other side here, but this pretty much sums up what they have available for all of their Lego sets. And if you ever find yourself in Chiba, Japan, you want to buy some Lego, there's lots to be had here. And Japan also allows you to buy all the Lego you want at, with no what do they call it, tourist tax. So you can buy it tax-free, provided you have your valid passport and the like. So if you ever find yourself in Japan, you can look me up. I can also help you out with translation and buying your Lego. I hope the next time that you find yourself in Japan, we can go check out all the Lego stuff and have a good time. So if you like this content, I hope that you will like, subscribe, and share. And until next time, I'll see you in the next video.